Yes! Oh my gosh, I am so freaking excited for this album. Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited for this listen with me because The Tones and I is fire, and this is actually their first full-length album, so I am super excited for it. I feel like Tony is such a creative songwriter, and I love her vocal sound, and I just have a feeling that this album is going to be fire, so I cannot wait to dive in. But first, if you are new here, welcome. Mwah, love you. Thank you so much for checking out this channel. My name is Dano. I am a singer-songwriter from Asbury Park, New Jersey, and the whole reason that I started this is because as I was trying to develop my own songwriting, I realized that the best way to do that was to listen to other people that do it well. So that's what we're gonna do today. But anyway, without further ado, let's dive right in. The first song, which is the title of the album, is Welcome to the Madhouse. Ooh, there's some thunder. I'm already in love. Yes! I love these octave layers here in the vocals. Oh my god! Woo! I know what I'm listening to all day today. I love that scream that was like panning. Nice. Yes! Oh my gosh, I am so freaking excited for this album. Yes, this is like perfect. This is just what I was hoping it would be, and I am here for it. So first, we talk about how sick that beat was, and I think there's two reasons I think why I really liked it. First, you have the kick going on every single beat, so every time you get that it kind of gives like a dancey feeling. So when the beat came in, it just like biologically makes you want to dance, okay? But the other reason I really like the beat is that it came in and out. So it wasn't going or constant throughout the entire song from front to back. We'd get the beat and then it would stop, or we'd get like a strip beat and then we get the beat again and then it would pull back. And every time that it goes out, when it comes back in, that arrival is so much fun and so exciting to listen to. So, you know, when I'm writing my own music, if I ever want to create points of interest for the listener, think about where can I pull the beat back so that I can launch it forward again and kind of create that exciting moment for the listener. The second thing is I love the like carnival, creepy vibes that they're going for. I feel like as a mainstream artist, that is kind of hard to do well, because on one hand you want it to be super mainstream, and then on the other hand you're going for this like really creative and unique sound. But I feel like the level of creepy was just right. It was like a very unique and creative sound, while something that I could still imagine myself like listening to in my car, like not something that you're gonna put under a horror film or anything like that. Although I could totally hear this song on like American Horror Story or something like that. Also, the instrumentation was very simple. It was mostly like just a piano and drums, and there were some synths too, but it wasn't very complicated. It was very light, very simple, and you know, sometimes we just need to keep it simple. That's it. And lastly, I did love how the bridge had a very different feel for it. Anytime that like feel shifts in the song and you have some contrast, it makes it exciting. So I like that they did that. But anyway, up next we have Lonely. Oh my gosh. Woo! Ooh! Holy shit. Oh my gosh. I am losing my mind. I got so excited in that I literally shook my camera. Oh my gosh. That song is amazing. That song is amazing. Like, I am speechless. That song is so freaking good, and there were so many amazing things I loved about it. So, all right, just to start it off, I absolutely love the intro. We started with a chorus intro, which is a great way to start a song, nonetheless. And what I absolutely loved about it is the lyrics came right on it. There was nothing else. So it just starts with singing, and then we got the piano to follow almost immediately. But it's like vocals. That's it. So it's a very attention-grabbing intro, and I really, really love that. Also, Tony showing off some of her vocal skill in the beginning there. I am here for it. I love it. You rock, girl. Also, I don't know about you, but I'm getting like some hip-hop vibes, especially from the lyrics and the way that she wrote her verses. It definitely has like a hip-hop feel to me, so I totally love that. I'm not sure if hip-hop was one of her influences or not, but personally, I feel like I'm hearing that in this song. Again, very simple instrumentation. Nothing is too complicated here, and I love that. I think, especially as I write my own music, I need to keep reminding myself to be simple. So every time I hear other songs be simple, it's like a great reminder to me when I write my own music that it doesn't have to be complicated. You know, you don't have to have like 100,000 instruments on your track. So anyway, yeah, the last thing that I want to mention is that I love the vocal contrast between the verses and the chorus. So the verses were very wordy, they were very fast and upbeat, but then the chorus was just like, I'm so lonely, or whatever the lyrics are. So it was just like, it slowed down, it had a different feel, and that contrast was like really, really awesome to me. So I absolutely loved it. And, you know, her authenticity and honesty is shining through here. You know, I feel like she's pouring her heart out, and I'm grateful for her openness and willingness to share that, not only with me, but the entire world. So I think that that actually takes a lot of skill. All right, let's move right along. Up next, we have Won't Sleep. This is so interesting. I love those vocal slides. I'm gonna talk about that. Ooh. 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 Oh my gosh, that was really good. It was so interesting. I don't think I've heard a song like that ever. You know, Tones and I think, is definitely setting the stage, and I feel like we're gonna hear some elements of the things that they do in other artists. I feel like they're trendsetters. That was a very long way of saying that they're trendsetters. But anyway, can we talk about that intro? That was so cool, so unique. I don't even know what type of drums those were. If you know, leave it in the comments. But I absolutely love the sound. They were like slightly detuned at some points, which kind of added to that creepy element. I love the vocal effects that they used right in the beginning. It was very attention grabbing. And again, I've never heard an intro like that before, so that was really cool. I also love that she had this vocal slide in Party. And I feel like anytime that you do a slide like that, it's kind of like a dark and sexy thing. So since this is called Welcome to the Madhouse, the album is kind of creepy, I feel like doing those vocal slides just fits really, really nicely with the vibe that Tony and Tones and I were going for. That's pretty much all I have to say about this one, except for I wrote myself a note because I am really just obsessed with that drum sound in the beginning, and I'm gonna challenge myself to write a song that has like some type of melodic drums in there. So anyway, we'll see. But let's keep going. Up next, we have Westside Lobby. And I'm so sick of people telling me I'm kind, being honest. It sounds like a K-Flay song. Hell yeah, dude! Love it. Okay, sweet. I really like that one. Again, another like unique and interesting song. I feel like Toni is just kind of like being a trendsetter and not doing what other artists do and really carving out her own space. I totally love it. I think that she's doing a stellar job. Are any of you guys K-Flay fans? Because I feel like I'm hearing some K-Flay in this, and I don't know if she's an influence of Tones and I, but I almost just like want to play a K-Flay song just in case you can hear it. All right, this is K-Flay. I don't know, I feel like I hear some similarities between the two. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Either way, I love both artists, so that makes perfect sense. Actually, I think K-Flay is one of my top 5 artists of all time. That's a bold claim, and I don't want to be quoted on that, but she's up there, all right. But anyway, back to the Tones and I really love the feel of the chorus. I love the layers of harmonies that were over there throughout the entire thing. And I don't know, were you guys getting like islandy, vacation-y vibes from that? I'm not really sure what it was. Maybe it was the beat, you know, mixed with the harmonies that really kind of gave it that vibe. But I was totally feeling like it was almost like a creepy vacation. And I feel like that vibe kind of goes well with the lyrics, because the lyrics are about like wanting to get away. So I don't know, I thought that worked out really nicely. So up next we have Fly Away. I'm not sure if that was a single, but it has 148 million listens on Spotify already, so it probably was, but I haven't heard it yet. But people must like it if it had that many streams, so let's go take a listen. I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. Is it only me now, baby? Standing on the line I was given. No, guess I don't wanna be like that. But I was scared that if I tried, I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. Ooh. Ooh. I am obsessed with that song. Oh my gosh. First, I love the acapella intro. It was beautiful. Tones and I is really nailing the intros, okay? Their intro game is strong. Really captivating, compelling introductions, and yes, absolutely here for the acapella start to the song. Also, as a side note, I really love that like plucky guitar sound. I just thought that was cool. I also love that there was a chorus on the chorus. You kind of get like that gospel-y feel. It was like a really warm, and it really added all this layers and texture to the song, and I thought that it was perfect because I feel like the song kind of lifts you up, and having a lot of voices come together help kind of convey that feeling. Also, I want to talk about the bridge, because the bridge was just a stripped down chorus, and I've never thought about doing that in my own music, but it's a really good idea, because anytime that you strip something down, when it arrives later, it becomes that much more exciting. So I love that they had the stripped down chorus, and oh, there was like clapping on it. So there wasn't even like the drums anymore. It was just the clapping. And then when everything comes back in, first of all, there's like way more stuff than any other chorus because it's towards the end. So it really, really hit home. So I absolutely love that use of a bridge section, and I will definitely consider doing that to my own music for sure. Lastly, it ended on a nice, beautiful hum from the chorus. Oh, I love it. Mwah! Chef's kiss to that. All right, up next, the 6th song, we have Sad Songs. And I'm so sick of knowing that you're gone. We could have been the greatest. Oh, I don't think that you take advantage, but I feel better when I hear a sad song. I'm so sick of hearing old sad songs, 'cause it makes me think of you. We could have been the greatest. Whoa, whoa. Now the sad songs help me. These things for granted. We could have been the greatest. Whoa, whoa. But I feel better when I hear a sad song. Yes. I really, 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 really like that song. Super dope. Did you guys catch that the 2 verses were the same? I don't know like the last time I've heard a song do that. And so the only reason I even noticed is because I was looking at the lyrics, but Yeah, so permission granted to everyone when you're writing your own music to just repeat the first and second verse. Pat Pattison, who is one of my favorite like lyric educators, he always says that like songs need to build on each other. So he might not like these lyrics, but it works for the song. So that's what's up. I am obsessed with that big, beautiful ending. Well, it was like right before the ending, but it was just gorgeous. It was perfect. You have like this big choral sound. You got a little bit of ad-libbing at the top. It really like brought the song home. So really, really love that. And I love that for the outro of the song, the outro was the same as the intro. Not like identical, but it was basically the same. We were singing the chorus and it was kind of stripped down with just vocals and piano. And I love when songs, when their outro returns to the intro. That's a really cool thing to do. So if you're ever looking for outro ideas, think about just doing what you did in the intro. But anyway, up next we have Just a Mess. Sorry, I got like really obsessed with figuring out those chords for a second. So I just thought that that chord progression was really interesting and I was like, oh, I have to figure it out. It's actually the one, I don't know if you can even hear that. I should raise my volume. So you just have the 1, which is E major. Then it went up to the 2, F sharp minor, and then the 4, which was A major. So you got, I don't know, I thought that was really cool. Also, I wasn't like really paying attention because I was just like really focused on the chord progression. But another thing that I really loved was the vocal rhythm of the pre-chorus. Like I love how it was very even. And I don't know, I just thought that it was a really cool vibe with the rhythm there. All right, let's move right along. Up next we have Child's Play. Okay, dope. I love that the song was called Child's Play and you had like some kids elements in there. I love the creepy like music box sound that was used in the beginning and throughout the song. Really perfect to kind of match this like creepy tone while also doing the whole like Child's Play thing. And also right in the intro we had that like little kid voice sample, so that worked out really nicely. And this song kind of reminded me of, I don't know, are you guys fans of Melanie Martinez? Because she released 2 albums. The first one's escaping me. Oh, it's Cry Baby and K through 12. And both of those are very like childlike, and but she just like killed it. She did such a fabulous job. So I don't know if that was an inspiration for the song or not, but definitely was getting some Melanie Martinez vibes in this. All right, let's keep chugging along. We've got a few left. Up next is Not Going Home. Ooh. Yes, the delayed drop. Oh. Nice. I really, really like that song a lot. There were like so many things I pointed out here that I loved. But the first is I like that in the beginning of the song and even throughout, but especially in the beginning, because the instrumentation was so stripped, it really put all of the focus on the vocals. And so that is a really great thing to do if you really want people to focus on the lyrics and what someone is saying. So I think that, you know, Tony, when she was making this song, really wanted everyone to pay attention to the words. And that is a really great way to do it. Also the chorus, it was very repetitive. The chorus was one lyric, one phrase, and some oohs. And we were just kind of jamming and vibing on that phrase. And I talk about repetition a lot on this channel, but it is really important. And anytime that you have repetition, it just makes it easier for your listener to kind of like sing along with you. And so this is just, again, proof that you can have a one-line chorus and have it sound perfect for the song. Also, speaking of the chorus, I love that the beat comes in and hits right on that chorus. It kind of elevates it from the rest of the song and I don't know, makes it stand out and provides some contrast so that it doesn't get boring. And speaking of not getting bored, I am obsessed with that like delayed drop that came in on the very last chorus. So instead of the drop, we actually get like those vocals that are really high and beautiful. And anytime that you surprise your listeners or do something that they're not expecting to hear, it's a moment that wakes them up and gets them excited about your song. So like right there, I thought that the beat was gonna drop because that's where the beat usually drops, but it didn't. And I was like, oh, and then when it did come in, I like lost my mind. So figure out how you can kind of break the expectations of your listener and do something that they're not expecting. And I promise that they will absolutely love it. All right, that's all I have for that. Up next, we have Dark Waters.
And I don't wanna live forever in the sea. The only person living in the sea. Try to close my eyes, but I can feel those tight. You like I've been lost forever in the sea. The tide.
Oh.
They say I am never happy with enough. The tide keeps pulling me away from who I used to be. The only person living in the sea.
Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with that song. Oh, that was so good. The production on this was amazing. And I'm like I call myself a DIY producer because I'm not like a real producer, but I can make my own demos and whatnot. And so I always have like so much admiration for the producers that can really, I don't know, do cool stuff like this. It just sounded amazing. But anyway, let's break it down a little bit. I don't know what the name of the synth is, but I love the plucky, synth that they had right in the beginning and throughout the first half of the song. And it tied in so nicely because then for the bridge, which I'm going to talk about later, but the bridge, you have these pizzicato strings. So you move from the synth to the I don't know if they were actual pizzicato strings or a plugin or something like that, but it was nice because you have like these acoustic sounds versus these electronic sounds, and they blended really nicely together. So much energy in the chorus. I love it, and they did it in such like a beautiful and interesting way because there actually wasn't like a lot going on there. I think some of the choruses didn't even have drums in them, but it was so big. It was like up there. The vocals were higher melodically, and I don't know, there was just so much energy packed in that chorus, and it really hit home to me as a listener. My favorite part was, I think it was the second chorus when they pulled back all the instruments on C. Let me find it so I can play it real quick. On the word C, ready? Oh my god. That was sick. I have like never heard something like that just thrown in the middle of a chorus before. Wow, that was so impressive. I love it. Okay, and then the very last thing I want to mention is that bridge. I loved it. It was so unique. It was just the vocals over the pizzicato strings, and it kind of had a different feel from the rest of it, so I thought that it was a really great way to have some contrast in the song. And then, of course, we go back to this super, super high energy chorus again. So I really loved it. That's definitely one of my top songs on this album. All right, up next we have Cloudy Day.
Am I living? Look up into the sky,
Ooh.
find the sun on a cloudy day. Into the sky, find the sun. I'm getting older. Always say, look up into the sky. Bet your mama always said, oh, what a cloudy day.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, that song was everything. Holy crap. Oh my god, there's so many gems on this album. Tones and I is amazing. First, the very first thing I want to mention is right in the beginning, we have that one chord that's just kind of hanging over in the top. It's like pling, 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 pling the whole time. Anytime you do that. So like, let's say you have a chord that just kind of floats there even as the chords underneath are actually changing. That creates some really interesting points of tension and release, because sometimes the chords line up really nicely and it sounds soothing to our ears, and sometimes it doesn't. So you get like that elements of tension. So that's a really cool technique. If you're looking to like add some pizzazz to a song, you can consider doing like, you know, something repetitive over the top. My favorite thing about this song, hands down, is the chorus. I thought it was so well done. I love the gospel-y feel. It's such like a feel-good message. It's so uplifting. So I really, really think that they nailed that. Especially when at the end they were like jamming and they were kind of like vibing on this repetitive line in the song. Then all of a sudden all the instruments drop out except for the drums. So it's like this whole chorus of people just like singing their hearts out over the drums. And then of course everything comes back in. We get this big ending. We have lots of amazing ad-libs. Tony just showing off here. So it was absolutely fabulous. I felt it. So well done. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, up next we have You Don't Know My Name.
You don't even know my name. All of the toys, the good and the bad. And you know I hate to tell your mother. You don't even know my name. All of my things packed in a bag. To tell your mother, you should not have angel after all. You don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. You don't even know my name.
Sweet. So that song was really cool. The first thing I want to talk about is the instrumentation, especially in the beginning. I really liked how it was just the bass, the snaps, and the vocals. So as I am thinking about some instrumentation for my own music, that's definitely something to try. And then later in, you know, we add in the synth. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a really cool set of instruments to have together. Again, in the chorus, we have this one phrase chorus, You Don't Even Know My Name Now, that's just kind of jamming on that and repeating it through. So again, repetition is a really great thing to do. And here's just more proof that you can do it with one line very well if you still have it be fun and exciting for your listeners, which I think that Tones and I definitely did in this song. The last thing that I want to mention is I thought it was unique or interesting that they started the chorus on the words name now. So even though the phrase is You Don't Even Know My Name Now, they started on name now. So it wasn't necessarily like a pickup, but I thought that was cool. Just to, I don't know, spice it up a little, I guess. But anyway, we are in the home stretch here with song number 13 of 14. Here's Fall Apart. I really like that one too. Another stellar song on this album. First, I love that there was a very, very simple piano part right there in the beginning. Sometimes I feel like when I write my own music, I like overcomplicate it. It's very simple, and it worked perfectly. You know, I feel like the lyrics were very honest and authentic, and it was a little intimate, so having a simple piano part there was really just what the song needed. I also thought it was interesting because melodically speaking, the notes of the verses were in a higher place than the notes of the chorus, which is really cool because usually it's the other way around. Usually, you know, the chorus is or the verse is kind of in a lower space, and then as we like build up to the chorus, usually the melody also rises to create like, you know, a bigger moment. But in this song, it was actually flipped. I shouldn't say flipped because the choruses were still really big, but they were lower, which kind of gave it a little bit of a different feel and vibe. It almost felt like very solid and sturdy to me. So I thought that that was really cool and something I am definitely going to try when I am writing melodies for my own music. The last thing that I want to mention is I love the ad-libbing at the end vocally. I feel like that was really popular in like the 90s and early 2000s, but recently I don't hear it that often. I don't know if you know of artists that are doing this a lot, leave it in the comments and let me know, but I really don't hear like these big powerful ad-libs being done very much, and I love them so much. I love them so much, and Tones and I is just absolutely killing it. Again, showing her like vocal strength here, so I am here for it and I love it. And I can't believe it, but we are going into the last song. So first of all, if you made it this far in this video, mwah, I love you. You are literally the best. Also, I would love to connect with you, so please DM me at DanoLadyBeGood on Instagram. Say what's up. Let me know that you came over from YouTube, and I will be more than happy to connect. And of course, if you could like and subscribe, it does wonders to helping to grow my channel, and I am so grateful to you for doing that. Mwah, thank you, thank you. But anyway, for our very last song today, we have Bars, and then in parentheses, it's Rip T. And I know that Tony had a friend that passed away, so I'm pretty sure that this song is in their memory. So I have a feeling it might be a little sad, but very excited to give it a listen. Anyway, here we go. Not the vibe I was expecting for this song.
And I won't do it, but my best friend can. Bars, fucking cars. Friends don't need a wine glass. I love a goon sack. Appear it's all class. Bars, fire. We'll miss you so much. We love you, T.
Aw. Well, that was definitely not the vibe that I was anticipating for that song, but I love it. I think that, you know, not all songs remembering someone should be sad, right? Like, you should do something happy and uplifting to honor them, and I'm sure that there was meaningful stuff in there that I have no idea what it means, so, yeah. But anyway, I love that that song kind of had a different feel than all the others. It was very like rappy, and it really shows how unbelievably talented Tony is. Like, she really has such a wide range of things she can do vocally. She really can do anything from rapping, singing low, high. She's got the range. She can ad-lib, she can belt. She's got it all. She's on fire and we love her. And also, I love you. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and always remember, trust yourself, be yourself, love yourself. You got this. Mwah, and I will see you guys next time.